in the studio.
Carol!
Oh, that looks a bit murky out there, is it?
It is. It's quite murky this morning, John. There's a lot of cloud around and also some heavy rain as well. And that more or less is the forecast. But we will see some sunshine further south a wee bit later on. This picture was actually taken earlier by one of our weather watchers in Scarborough. It's misty, it's damp, it's foggy, it's just as that picture shows you, actually. But what's happening today is we've got low pressure moving north, taking its rain with it. And as it does so in the south, it will brighten up later and we'll see some sunshine coming through.
My goodness, it's tricky, isn't it? Because it's changing so much at the moment, Carol.
Absolutely right, Sal. That is the word of the week. The weather is changeable.
We need our sunshine back. Carol, thank you.
Can you tell her to wear deodorant?
British tennis player Harriet Dart apologises after saying her opponent smells really bad and asking for her to wear deodorant.
You got your microphone on? Good.
I certainly have, John.
I was going to say, have you got deodorant on?
I know, it's fatal. You could be saying anything, couldn't you? Good morning, everybody. This morning, it is quite a murky, cloudy, damp start to the day.
This next story might surprise you if you've enjoyed a barbecue or maybe a few hours in a pub garden during the sunny weather. But global wine consumption is at its lowest level in more than 60 years.
Not in my house. Production of wine is also at its lowest point since 1961, apparently. Why? Well, the main trade body in the industry, the International Organisation of Vine and Wine, says it's mainly due to unpredictable and extreme weather caused by climate change.
So we're not growing so much of it and we're not drinking so much of it.
We're not drinking as much. But I wonder whether tastes are changing a bit as well. Maybe people are drinking more spirits and craft beers, maybe?
Perhaps.
People?
Do you mean, yeah, do you mean people? Which people do you mean?
I know a person. Morning, Carol. Got any insights?
Oh, there's a person.
Do you know what? I remember when I was learning meteorology quite a few years ago now that my instructor said at the time, in 50 years' time from now, we'll be having vineyards in the south of England. Well, that's happened within that period.
It has,
so climate change
yes.
certainly is happening.
And they're really successful.
Yes, they are, and it's very nice.
And it's lovely wine.
And there are other wines available as well. Good morning, everybody. I've been talking a lot about rain this morning, but we do have some sunshine across parts of the country as well. You can see in Surrey some blue skies, and at the other end of the country, in Stornoway in the Western Isles, we also have some blue skies, but there is some rain around. And if you have an allergy to tree pollen, these are the levels today, moderate to high across parts of southern England. And we're talking ash and also birch trees.
Looking ahead to that Easter weekend.
Oh, look at the little doggy.
I know, isn't he cute?
He's
or
so
she?
cute,
I'm not
yeah.
sure which it is, but very cute. This was sent in by Carly Clare, one of our regular weather watchers, actually, and it shows all the cloud as well as a cute wee dog. But good morning, everybody. If you haven't yet stepped out, this morning it's not particularly cold, but what you will find is there's a fair bit of cloud around.
To tell us the weather. Good morning. Oh, and more dogs.
More dogs.
Good morning.
Bit
Isn't this
breezy.
a cracking picture?
Yeah.
It does tell the story, though, because it is quite windy today.
It's like you and me.
In many areas.
A couple of blow dries.
I know, it's what happens when you've just washed your hair, you've done it, you go out and it's windy, and look at that. Although these dogs look pretty good.
That's great.
Good morning, everybody. This is one of our pictures from a regular weather watcher. We see these dogs quite often, but it is beautiful.
Andrea's just been in touch and she says, tell Carol there were snowflakes in the driving rain here in Pembrokeshire this morning.
Yes, it has been quite like that. On higher ground, it tends to be where we're seeing that kind of thing rather than at lower levels. But we've got some intense rain connected to that area of low pressure moving northwards.
Wow, got it all?
Yeah,
Carol, thank you.
Quite a change from last week.
Yeah. She's been telling us that actually the weekend is not a washout.
No, absolutely not, Sal. On Monday, it was looking great, but confidence is building in what's happening. But it could still change, but it's not looking like a washout. You are absolutely right. Good morning, everyone. This morning, there is some heavy rain around, but we also have some blue skies. This is the picture at the moment in Windsor, in Berkshire, looking up the Long Walk. Now, we do have low pressure governing our weather currently.
Oh, there is, and for the vast majority of the UK, it's a cloudy afternoon with outbreaks of rain, quite misty here across parts of northeast England. And for some of you, it's really cold. At midday, In Shropshire, temperatures had only reached 3 degrees Celsius, and we had some 4s and 5s elsewhere in Wales and also in Northern Ireland too. So really cold for some of you, cold enough even for a bit of snow over the tops of the Pritheli Mountains. Yes, it has been that cold. Not like that everywhere though. Across southern England, where we had a real washout yesterday in Cornwall, nearly 100 millimetres from this area of low pressure fell. Today the sun shines out, as indeed it is across parts of southeast England and East Anglia. Quite windy weather conditions though for these areas.
Sally, things have picked up considerably when it comes to the weather. Is it looking better for Easter?
It has improved. In fact, Charlene looked so upset last night. I texted her this morning and said, don't worry, it's not quite as bad
She made it
as
better.
it was. And I bring the better news to you, Lucrezia.
Thank you very much.
So it's still a bit dodgy on Saturday and Monday, but hopefully not a complete washout. Some patchy rain around. Monday's still a few days off, but concentrating between now and Sunday. So Friday's OK, Saturday's the one that's not quite so good. And Sunday, we might get a little bit of sunshine. Keep everything crossed, everyone. Here we go. Hello again. Well, I wore a thick coat today, and rather like this horse, when I was in the sunshine, I was pretty hot. But that wind did whip through, probably did a little bit of damage to some of the blossom that we've had outside. Lighter winds tomorrow, you'd be pleased to hear. Mostly dry, but there are still some showers around, particularly the further west you live. And then into Friday, we've got some sunshine, particularly to start the day, turning cloudier, but it is looking dry. We end the evening on a nice note in many areas. So Friday, hopefully you'll see a bit of sunshine, even though that cloud is likely to move in. Bit more unsettled for Saturday, looking half decent for Easter Sunday. Cheerio.
Hello there, Sophie. It's a pleasant end to the day across southeastern parts of the UK. Here we've had the best of the weather, sunny spells and the warmest weather as well, with temperatures of 16 degrees. But if you're in Northern Ireland, well, it was a good day to be indoors because the rain has been falling and it's felt particularly cold. Temperatures only about 6 degrees.
Take a look at this footage from East London. The animal on the left-hand bottom corner of your screen is an otter, which was spotted right in the middle of Canary Wharf by security cameras from a houseboat. Experts say it's absolutely fantastic to see the otter in such a highly urbanised part of the capital. They had been faced extinction in the mid-20th century.
So I see the blossom behind you. It has been a lovely year for blossoms this year.
It has. I'm disappointed you didn't ask me if it was going to be getting otter. You didn't stoop to my level, Assad. Well done, though. Well done. We were the hottest place in the country today. Temperatures reached 16 degrees. Beautiful, colourful scene here. Not great, though, if you're a hay fever sufferer. High tree pollen levels, of course, at this time of the year.
And the weather over the next few days is set to be changeable, with rain at times, but also some sunny spells.
To the weather now, and it is, I'm afraid, a mixed picture if you're heading away for the Easter weekend. Alex is at Kew Gardens this evening to bring us all the details. Alex.
Hello, a very good evening to you, Mary, and everybody at home. Yes, the Easter weekend is shaping up to be very changeable. It's going to be a real mixed bag, far cry from the conditions that we've had today, actually. Across the southern half of the UK, we've had blue skies overhead, if a little breezy at times, and we're at Kew this evening, where you can see the cherry blossom behind me has finally come out. In fact, it was the weather that caused a delay here because of those cold nights, but thankfully things have changed here and they are definitely in their prime. But the cherry blossom season is always very short-lived, and these blossom trees here at Kew have been around for 50 years. The average life of a cherry blossom tree is around 20, so they are doing really well. And as you can see, they brought out everybody today admiring them at how beautiful they are. And there's always that great contrast between the pink and the blue sky overhead. They can certainly do with a bit of rain. In fact, we had a lot of rain over the last 24 hours. Let's get a check on the rainfall amounts that we had yesterday across the southwest. In fact, for the southwest region, they had nearly a month's worth of rainfall. in that 24-hour period. So the ground there could be a little sensitive, so we're going to have to watch that as we head through the next few days. Let's get a bigger look actually at the pressure pattern setup, and you can see as we head through the next few days into the big Easter weekend, the big getaway. Well, if you're having a staycation, it's going to be a mixed bag. You can see low pressure never really too far away, so there are going to be at times outbreaks of rain, but also some breezy conditions as well, not to mention some sunshine. Let's take a look right now. So a mixed bag as we head through the next few days. Certainly some outbreaks of rain, but there'll be some sunshine to make the most of as well. In fact, eastern areas will probably fare better as we head through into the bank holiday weekend. Well, that's the way it is looking here at Kew Gardens this evening. As I say, Mary, blue skies overhead, lovely conditions, and the breeze is just starting to ease off, so it's not feeling as cold, but as I say, a chilly night to come.